Ryan, I don't think that you can say that. It's not like it makes them not people.
Well, I was talking about those people.
And welcome back to Couch Football. I don't remember what episode we're on.
That was a long pause. I think we're reviewing the playoffs.
Well, yeah.
Does that help?
How many episodes have we done this year?
45. Oh.
Not even sort of count. We do it sometimes weekly. This is episode 8 of the main podcast. Oh. We did several Between the Cushions episodes that don't count towards anything. They're just us being stupid. So,
what being stupid? We were talking about legit things going on in the NFL.
You were trying to ask me if a peach smells funny.
I don't remember it, but it could have been something I said in relation to football plays.
Anyways, you're here with Luke and Ryan, and conference championships are upon us. The divisional went pretty much the way that we all expected it to.
Went the way I thought it'd go, so, no surprises there.
You had Kansas City beating Buffalo?
Yeah, no surprises there. I'm not a bet on Buffalo to win, but, if their kicker could have made a 40-yarder, might be looking at a different result here. But, yeah, it is what it is. And
yes, we will dive into all of that here in a little bit, but we got some NFL news. Then we'll do our divisional reactions, and then we will preview the conference championship games. So here we go. Let's check in on the news team.
News team, assemble!
All right. So Robers was supposed to be here, but he was detained. I was going to have him react to Jim Harbaugh going to the Chargers because he sent us a text last night saying that he is going to turn his back on the Vikings if Jim Harbaugh finds success with the Chargers early on. So,
oh, what a statement.
Yeah, jeez. Not a real fan.
I mean, fan of football, Jim Harbaugh's got some,
Adrian Peterson is rolling over in his grave.
Yeah. You might be right there, but
rest in peace, AP.
Jim Harbaugh, though, we should have asked Cole's opinion, resident 49ers fan.
That's true. There were many people we could have had as guests.
Yeah.
But everyone hates us.
No, we just didn't plan effectively to have
pretty much. Yeah, I wasn't setting out text about it until earlier today. Okay, so yeah, Jim Harbaugh is going to the Chargers. I mean, he's got a decent squad. Justin Herbert's a promising young quarterback. Keenan Allen will probably be back next year.
He's old though. He's 31, 32.
He's got one more in him. Mike Williams should be recovered by then. Eckler probably won't be there, Ryan's favorite player.
Eckler and Williams will never have a healthy season again. Don't get me wrong, I want them to. They just won't.
Yeah. Their defense is met either, though, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. So, I think... Where do you put them at? You put them at 9 wins?
The team overall?
Yeah, next year.
Assuming everybody's healthy, I'm going 10-7.
Yeah.
And Robert's changing from Vikings to Chargers.
We'll
go about a minus 150 on that, if you want to bet on it.
It'll be Harbaugh's first year, and it'll be Herbert's first year in Harbaugh's system, so I give him 9 wins is where I'm going to throw him. But
generous for where they are right now.
I haven't even looked at betting lines for that.
They ended 5-12, so.
Well, they lost their quarterback to injury. They lost their
use the backup.
1B, I would say, 1B receiver, Mike Williams. He was gone for a long time. Eckler was in and out of the lineup.
They drafted a rookie wide receiver for Williams, and Eckler's always been... Actually, Eckler's been good.
Eckler's been healthy for the most part up until this last year. The Bears hired Shane Waldron as their offensive coordinator. He was
Who?
Shane Waldron.
Okay, because everybody's supposed to know him.
He was the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't mind it as a hire, and I will tell you why. Because he ran a very quarterback-friendly system with Seattle to the point where they could throw. Don't get me wrong. I think part of it was Geno Smith was underestimated, and he was just a better quarterback than people gave him credit for. But when they beat the Eagles by throwing Drew Lock in, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a very quarterback-friendly system. So he should be able, if they keep Fields, maybe they'll end up with Caleb Williams.
Was this offensive coordinator there when Wilson was there? Do you know?
He was. I think I'm pretty sure he comes from the Sean McVay coaching tree, but I don't know when he went to Seattle. I can tell you real quick. Seattle Seahawks 2021 to 2023. And before that, he was the pass game coordinator and the quarterback coach for the Rams under Sean McVay.
Well, Bears need a quarterback coach.
Yeah, and I think...
Not knocking on our current one, but we've never developed a QB, so...
Yeah. So I think... I'm optimistic of it. I didn't really want to... We talked about Cliff Kingsbury a little bit last week, who most recently was with USC with Caleb Williams. And I am kind of glad they didn't hire him because I figure if they hire him, then they for sure would have drafted Caleb Williams. And I don't really want Caleb Williams, so that's where I lay with that.
Oh, well, that's different. You know, Caleb wants Caleb Williams because same name.
I don't think Caleb wants Caleb Williams. But he's not here to defend himself, so...
Caleb desperately wants the Bears to draft QB number 1 overall.
Is that what he said?
I could be misremembering it, but that should be somewhat close to what he said.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess, is it news that Belichick is not hired as the Falcons coach?
No, but... The other guy, though, that got hired, they did hire a new head coach.
That's right. What's his name?
Raheem Morris. So he was... I think he did a stint with the Bucs as head coach from like 2008, 2009, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
3 years. 3 years as Bucs head coach, and then he's, I think 2020, he served as an interim head coach for the Falcons, so familiar territory for him. So he really hasn't had, I think he's had one winning season maybe. So, I mean, it's a mediocre hire. Vrabel would have been better, but hey, you know, it's done and done. But in regards to Belichick, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but there's speculation that he'd want full control over the system, the team, you know.
And Belichick has proven time and time again that he cannot draft.
And
at all.
People are speculating that that's the reason Belichick isn't getting hired, is because he wants full control of the team.
That's what Harbaugh wanted when he interviewed with the Bears a couple years ago.
Should have given it to him.
Yeah, they should have. But I trust Harbaugh better at player scouting than Belichick. Belichick, he's not bad at drafting defensive players, but he sucked at drafting offensive players. That's why Tom Brady had to constantly make champions out of
Jacoby Myers was
Hogan.
a champion.
Did Myers play a year? I think he played 1 year with Brady.
Yeah.
But he was like number 4 in the depth chart.
Edelman,
but Edelman was not. Edelman was a 7th round draft pick, and he was drafted to be a punt returner. He was a quarterback in college too. Belichick didn't know what he was doing. He drafted Edelman, but
he was a good player.
Tom Brady made Edelman. He made Amendola. He made Chris Hogan.
Amendola, that's who it was.
Gronk is probably the best offensive pick that Belichick ever made in terms of evaluating their talent at the position that they were actually playing in college. Speaking of tight ends, Mark Andrews. He's suiting up. Did you hear that?
Is he really?
Yeah, he's playing in the championship game.
What's Likely gonna do? Just sit there and hold his towel or something?
No, I think Andrews is gonna go, but I think he's gonna be on a snap count. If I had to guess, I would say that Andrews will probably be out on like I'm guessing he's gonna play probably 35% of snaps, and I bet Likely will play the rest. In the Super Bowl, depending on what happens, I think I could see Andrews bumping up to like 60%.
Yeah, it's very likely. Quick wit, am I?
But yeah, so that's a remarkably fast recovery for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in. That'll be fun to watch. Potential keeper in Couch League for me next year.
Go ahead, keep him. He's
only 28, Ryan.
third round maybe. I don't think he's going much higher than that.
5th round. I bet 5th round.
No, somebody's gonna be like Mark Andrews. Look what Likely did.
Yeah, that's not gonna be his ADP.
He's going 3rd round. ADP is gonna be 3rd round. Hawkinson's gonna be going 2nd round. Same with Kelsey.
Wait, where do you have Hawkinson going?
2nd round.
He tore his ACL and his MCL. He's going like later than that.
I thought he was gonna be ready first game of the season. Is he not? I mean, it's been what,
I think he's going to be cutting it close.
3 months, and he's got another 6.
It wasn't 3 months. It was the week before the fantasy championship.
1 month.
He might be ready, but
if he's ready,
I don't think he's
going
going
second. We can speculate when the time comes. But.
if he plays. If he's ready week 1, then sure, 2nd round. But I don't think he's going to be ready.
You're here first. Sleeper pick next year.
You go ahead and draft him. Meanwhile, I'll be taking Laporta, king among men.
Is he even practicing?
Yeah, he's played the last 2 weeks when he was questionable. So
he was limited today. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
he is practicing, but
I mean, he's been questionable for several weeks, and he always plays because he's a man.
I would think most of the players are men, but unless you were talking metaphorically.
The answers will surprise you. Is that it for news?
Unless you want to talk about MVPs.
Nah, we'll save that for next week. Ryan can reveal that.
Give a little taste for the audience.
Ryan is taking Isaiah Pacheco as the NFL MVP.
No. I will tell people there are 5 candidates.
Blaine Gabbert.
No. Josh Allen.
LaMichael Pirine.
Lamar Jackson.
Trey
Dak
Smith.
Prescott. Brock Purdy. And old Christian McCaffrey up there.
It's not going to be Dak.
So, you got 5 candidates.
It's not going to be Dak, and I don't think it's going to be Purdy. But
we will reveal next week who we think the MVP will be.
We can reveal who we think it will be, but I think it will be a more intriguing episode if we say who we think it should be. Because I think it's going to be Lamar, but we can speculate about it next week or 2 weeks.
Who
from
it should
now.
be? Jacoby Myers all the way.
I'm sure you
multiple
think
quarterbacks, still fantasy relevant. What an animal!
All right, let's go ahead and transition.
Transition.
All right, so we've got some reactions to the divisional round.
Whoa! What? Oh no way!
And that was your compilation for reactions to the divisional rounds. And now, time for our game previews now. So, most of my reactions have to do with me screaming at the TV during the Bills game.
Yes.
So I've got some of my thoughts written down.
You
Why?
actually have them.
You blew it. You numbskulls. How dare you get out of my house?
Is this edited for air?
Now, it was the fake punt call on 4th and 6.
Which actually didn't hurt him that much.
Yeah,
Surprisingly.
because of the touchback rule. But they call that in the 4th quarter in their own territory. 4th and 6 fake punt run. Stupid call. You're trying to give the game away.
Which they had time on the clock, too.
Exactly. Diggs then went on to drop that 70-yard bomb that Allen threw. I will say it was quite a throw.
That one.
You didn't see that one?
No, I saw the missed touchdown by Allen.
Okay.
But
No, it was Allen flicked his wrist, and he sent that thing like 70 yards down the field, and then Diggs just dropped it. And both of our bets for Allen to throw for 200 yards would have hit if he would have caught that. So.
yeah, we would have made money.
Yeah. And then, so that one's Diggs' fault, but you know what was Allen's fault was not hitting up Diggs on that drag route on
That's
Second
what I
and
saw.
9, the last drive of the game, last set of
Literally,
downs of the
no
game.
one around him for 5 yards. He was wide.
I know. If you would have hit Diggs for that, he has a good chance at some yards after contact or yards after the catch, and then they.
You're talking about the one that he was in the end zone, right? That one?
No, not that one.
Oh,
So second and 9, the one that Allen he tried to throw to Kincaid. I
didn't see
think
that
it was on a post route, and it was a terrible throw, like not even close. But meanwhile, Diggs was running a drag route underneath, and there was nobody around, and he could have hit Diggs up on that. Diggs could have turned up the field, probably would have picked up the first down. They kept getting themselves in these situations where they would just inevitably be stuck in 3rd and long, and that's what kept happening. And then, yeah, he doesn't throw to Diggs on that. He throws an incompletion in the end zone because he's trying to play hero, which did win them a decent amount of games this year. But then 3rd and 9, they don't convert. 4th and 9, they don't convert, and the game ends. So, fourth and nine, they try to kick the field goal because they think that a 40-yard field goal with like gust of 40-mile-an-hour winds is a gimme, and it's not. So that's their fault. So
tell me how you really feel.
it made me mad.
Sugarcoating everything.
I pull for the Bills every playoffs, and they always let me down. Usually against Kansas City, and they could have beat Kansas City. They already did beat Kansas City once this year, and in this one, they were just like, no, let's see if we can just make all of the wrong decisions. So angry.
Yep, I think it just hit the over/under as well. So I smashed the under on that, so I lost money on that as well. Anywho, I don't have many comments from Chiefs Bills. Didn't watch most of the game, except for a little bit of that last drive.
But you like Isaiah Pacheco, right?
Pacheco is very explosive. If he can stay healthy,
Him and his angry running style. He's mad at the ground for being there.
so he just stomps at it.
That's right.
He gets yards. I always thought he was a smaller back, but I guess my perceptions were untrue.
I do have a question.
He is, 215, 5'10", so he's not necessarily small, but
Yeah, average for a running back.
yeah.
I do have a question. It is funny. He's about Tyreek Hill's size whenever I see him on the field. Even nowadays, I'll still, from time to time, be like, oh, look, Tyreek Hill. Because he wears number 10. I'm just like, nope, that's not Hill. Hill has not been on the team in a while.
That's not, they should have kept Hill.
But I do have a fantasy-related question.
Rossi Rice.
No, but
Okay.
your comment about they should have kept Hill, they couldn't afford him. They're paying Patrick Mahomes $500 million over the next 10 years.
$50 million a year is a steal for a QB.
Yeah. I think a lot of that contract was front-loaded. I don't actually know, though. I'd have to pull it up.
What?
Anyways, the question is, where do you see Pacheco going in fantasy next year?
Pacheco?
Mm-hmm.
Where did he finish this year in fantasy? Do you have that
I don't have that.
readily available?
I do not have that. I would have to search the caverns of
Well,
Sleeper to
if
find
you
that.
keep talking, somehow I might be able to find it by that time. And if
All
I
right.
find it,
Looks like it's going to rain later this week, so...
that's terrible.
It's cloudy, about 36 degrees, rain and snow.
Oh, look at that.
Look at this.
Ah.
How spontaneous.
Oh. So, Isaiah Pacheco.
Running back 8. He missed 2-3 weeks, so...
This is full point PPR. He is running back 27
Really?
in points. In points.
How many games did he miss? 3 weeks?
1, 2, and I guess the last week, technically. Oh, this is season ADP. I feel foolish. That was, that was on me. My bad. Isaiah Pacheco was actually number 15 on the year.
Okay, I was like, 27 seems really low.
Jerome Ford's around him, David Montgomery, James Conner above him, Pollard, Barkley, James Cook.
I think Pacheco's an early 4th rounder. Maybe a 3rd.
How dare you say exactly what I was going to say. Now I'm going to look like a fool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right around there is where I would see him going. Sometimes someone might take him in the 3rd. I mean, you see running backs get snatched up real quick, and I mean he's definitely in the conversation. I mean, Derrick Henry's not gonna. That might be the metric, above or below Derrick Henry.
I would go Pacheco. younger, fresher, angrier.
Fresher?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's fresher.
Okay. Hey, you don't have to...
You have never
No.
seen a running back so fresh, Ryan.
You don't have to explain yourself. But Pacheco, late third, early fourth.
Yeah. Other games that happened, Texans-Ravens went about the way that most people figured it was going to go, 10-34, favor the Ravens. I will say this, the Texans did not score an offensive touchdown in that game. And I hope that our one listener did not take my advice and pick CJ Stroud in any DFS lineups because he was not great for it. So
No interceptions, though.
but I'll say Baker Mayfield, who was my big pick that I jumped on the soapbox for, he had a decent game, fantasy-wise. So
3 TDs, 2 interceptions, a couple rushing yards.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for DFS. For how cheap he was the cheapest quarterback by a pretty decent margin. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy for the Lions. I'll go ahead and throw it out there. Robers isn't here, but in our bracket group, quick update. It is, I think, the only 2 teams that have a shot at winning now, or the only 2 people that have a shot at winning are Robers and I. Robers has probably an 85% chance to beat me because I need some help. I need Detroit to beat the Niners, and then I need the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. That's the only scenario in which I could beat Robers. Caleb and Robers have identical brackets, but Robers took the Lions to beat the Rams in the wild card round, and that's the only reason why Caleb took the Rams, so Caleb can't win the bracket challenge because of that. So
That's unfortunate.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I will be pounding the drum for the Lions and the Ravens this week. Packers-Niners, any big takeaways there? The Niners looked pretty shaky, but they picked it up at the end.
It looked like a good game. Well, it was a close game. I don't know if you could say it was a good game. I fear for Purdy. He was making bad throws. It didn't look like there's not being on the same page as your receiver, and then there's making bad throws. It looked like he was making bad throws. So, I think if they if they want to win against the Lions, they probably could.
All right.
They probably could.
Well, I think on that note, let's go ahead and do our game previews.
Game previews.
So we have 2 games to preview because they're the only 2 games that are going to be on. Sad. Only 3 games left in the season. Well, there's the Pro Bowl, flag football.
That's fun.
Fun to play, not fun to watch. So we got the 2 o'clock game on Sunday. It's Championship Sunday. We've got the Chiefs at the Ravens.
Should we say 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, just in case we have
Do we
listeners in different time
Do we
zones?
have listeners in different time zones?
Wow, you know.
Clayton listens from time to time, but Austin, Texas is the same time zone as us. So
You pull a lot of people over in India, you know. A lot of
we
Indians
know?
love the podcast. Actually. They saw couch football and they're like, ooh, soccer. And
yeah, I was gonna say different football, but yeah. So we'll go ahead and have Ryan tell us what bets we should be making, and
oh, okay. I will tell
Do
you.
you need me to go over the weather again?
Exactly what to bet on.
Pacheco is questionable in this one. Kadarius Toney's questionable. Willie Gay is questionable. L'Jarius Sneed is questionable. Mike Edwards is questionable. And the Ravens are 100% healthy, and even Mark Andrews is expected to be active. So,
Well, that makes sense.
looking a little lopsided.
We have Baltimore at negative 3.5. Over under at 44.5. And popular vote is the Ravens. Out of 36,000 people on Yahoo, 63% think the Ravens are going to win this. Which I'm inclined to believe them. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't.
I think the bet that I'm going to make is Chiefs to cover that spread, 3.5 points. I think it'll be a close game.
What about Pacheco TD, Kelsey TD, Jackson TD?
Man, I won't. It's hard to guess because I don't even know if Pacheco's going to be active.
Jackson 2+ passing TDs?
Ryan, did you know it's going to be raining in Baltimore?
Are they in a stadium? I'm not familiar with Baltimore.
It's outdoor.
MT Bank Stadium. It says that there will be rain.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's a chance of rain, but it doesn't say whether it's a dome or not.
It's not a dome.
If they're anything like Josh Allen, I mean, they'll play your best game when it's raining out.
No, but if it is, I mean, if that does stay in the forecast, I'm going to go with who's the better running team, and with a banged up Pacheco, I'm inclined to go with the Ravens for that when it comes to that. They got Dalvin Cook,
Just joined them.
who's third on the depth chart, but Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, they have been a serviceable duo, but then you've got the explosive running from the quarterback position in Lamar, so yeah. See what
Over
happens.
under at 44.5. Not a whole lot of points for a playoff game. A lot of these games are going 50 plus.
I mean, it's two decent defenses. The Ravens are obviously an amazing defense who have just squashed their opponents like bugs throughout the season, and then the Chiefs are a very underrated defense that they've been very
They've gotten a lot of sacks.
they've been very solid.
a lot of sacks.
Yeah.
Like number 2 overall sacks.
They're hard to run on too, right? Pretty sure they are.
I don't have that stat in front of me, but the stat
I have that stat. Hang on. Yeah, they are the 10th rush defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one stat I was gonna say though is number 2 in points allowed. So they're very good at denying points. Do you want to know who's number 1?
The Lions?
The Ravens.
All right.
So strong defensive game. Probably why they set it at 44.5.
Yep.
Might want to hit the under on this one. I say might just in case it goes over, and then a little CYA.
Yeah. Mark Andrews. Quick update: Mark Andrews has not been activated off of IR yet, so he is expected to play, but he's not activated. So
Can he play while he's on IR?
No, you have to be activated off IR.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I didn't mention this news, and we can talk about it in the next game. Zach Ertz has recently become a member of the Detroit Lions.
I don't want to talk about that. Let's keep to this game, and we'll decide whether to bring it up later on.
He's a ring chaser, but if you're going to chase a ring, why join the Lions, who are probably the team that's the least likely to make it to the Super Bowl right now?
Chiefs don't need another tight end. Ravens don't need another tight end. Niners, Kittle.
The Lions have Laporta.
Laporta's a rookie.
It's still Laporta.
He's a rookie.
Laporta, I would take Laporta over any of the tight ends that are on these other teams.
Kelsey.
Yep.
Kelsey.
Yep.
Hang on.
Got another one.
Kelsey.
Yep.
It's like you knew what I was going to say.
No, Kelsey had a down year, and Laporta is fresher and younger. I'm gonna keep using this fresh adjective.
I'm a little worried about you, but I guess I can overlook it if it's just during the podcast. You have a certain persona you want to maintain. I understand, but if you start saying it outside of the podcast, I'll be a little worried for you.
All right, can we cut for a second? Ryan, he's fresher.
Did you actually cut it, or you just said okay? My goodness.
No, that wouldn't have been a good joke. No one else would have heard it. Anyways, we are burning some time on this one, so let's go ahead and do the team breakdown. So the way the team breakdown works is I will name an area of play, and then we will go over who we think is stronger at the position. 5 categories. Theoretically, whoever wins the majority should win the game, but that does not always happen. And these playoffs have been freaking weird. So first off, we got quarterback. Got Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Ryan takes Mahomes.
I actually take Lamar Jackson. And
I take Lamar as well.
It's farther than I like. I don't think it's that close. It is moderately there, but it's not a coin flip for sure. I think it's Lamar by a little bit. for his ball security. He hasn't thrown as many interceptions. And,
He's got some good underwear.
yeah. Well, no.
Ball security.
Well, you might just scrap the whole podcast and we'll just do it.
I'm a little immature today. It's all right.
Anywho, Jackson's in the MVP talk for some reason, and Mahomes is not.
Because he's good at football, Ryan.
And that's the reason. So, I'm taking Lamar Jackson.
All right. Running backs. We will assume that Pacheco will be active. I'll take this one, and I am going to go. I like the depth of the Ravens, but I am still taking the Chiefs. Because if we're going to assume that Pacheco is playing, Pacheco I would rather have than Edwards or Hill put together. I think he's that good. But also Clyde Edwards-Helaire hasn't been a slouch. He's serviceable in the backup role.
CEH for life. Oh, I'm taking those guys. The Chiefs.
Okay. All right. Wide receivers and tight ends.
I want Rashee Rice.
I know you
I
do.
want Rashee Rice. I think I am taking them over.
Before-
No. Before you even say anything.
By the way,
I'm taking Chiefs here.
hang on. Let me level the playing field. That is not an official take.
Okay. I'll wait.
First of all, my Marquez Valdez-Scantling bet that you were telling me to not make, which was under 1.5 receptions. I bet the over for plus 160.
He got it.
He got 2 receptions. My gosh.
Are you happy? Can we get back to our analysis of the...
My parlay still didn't hit. Now, my actual, the thing I want to do is I want to list them out for you, just so that you know what you're passing up on. Rashee Rice, Justin Watson, Kadarius Toney, Travis Kelce, versus Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Odell Beckham Jr., Isaiah Likely, and Mark Andrews.
Some of those guys are hurt. Some of them are washed up.
But they're all playing.
And you love Flowers way too much.
I don't love flowers, just some nice tulips.
I mean all aspects
they
of the
smell
word.
nice.
You put some peonies in front of you or petunias, you're like, some flowers.
That's right. All right, fine. You can take KC.
I'm taking them regardless, but sure. Thank you for allowing me to take Kansas City.
And I am taking Baltimore. They have the depth. I think that Zay Flowers and Rashee Rice are very comparable. I think that Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews together are better than Travis Kelce. And I think I like Bateman and OBJ more than any other Chiefs receiver. Maybe Justin Watson over Bateman, but it's not. No, I'd still rather have OBJ and Bateman. So we can go split on that category. Defense is next.
Defense?
I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah, why are
Dead
you saying,
air.
Why are you saying stuff first? Now it's going to look like I'm following you because I'm going Ravens as well.
Exactly. That's why I did it.
Both defenses are very good. The only
I
metric
convinced him, gentlemen.
that stands out
And
to
ladies.
me is interceptions. And the Ravens have 10 more interceptions than the Chiefs.
Ryan, I was looking at our podcast analytics, and guess what percentage of our audience is female?
0.
That's right. Not even 1%.
You're telling me the 2 guys that listen to the podcast, neither of them identify as a female? Okay.
How PC? Yes, that is what I'm telling you.
Both of them are probably married as well to women.
Coach is next.
What was the confused look there?
John Harbaugh and Andy Reid. Ooh, we got John Harbaugh's a potential coach of the year, Ryan. Are you going to go against him?
The other guy has a mustache, though.
A frozen mustache.
Am I going to be called fat phobic if I don't pick Andy Reid?
You're going to be called fat phobic if you don't take John Harbaugh.
Oh, well then I take
Have you
John
seen his
Harbaugh.
jowls?
Yeah. He got some stuff behind him, you know. I pick John Harbaugh. Hey, and he's Super Bowl coach, so not a bad pick.
I will also take John Harbaugh. Better record, better team. And I think part of that is coaching. Actually, I'd say a decent amount of it is coaching. He's developed
I'd say
Lamar
all
Jackson.
of it is coaching.
He's developed Lamar Jackson into a very good quarterback over the last couple of years. But also, you see guys like Likely stepping up and being able to fill the void of Mark Andrews. And I think coaching, that next man up mentality, that culture that you create there, has something to do with that. So, all right, by that count, Baltimore won 3 categories. We went split on pass catchers, and then Kansas City won running backs. So, what was it, a 44-point over-under?
44.5. It matters.
44.5. I'm going to say 22.5 to...
Oh, this is interesting.
No.
That's not going to come true.
What do I want to do here? Ryan, how about you go first on your score prediction?
For my over/under?
No, for your score prediction.
Score prediction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 28-17. Ravens.
And I will go 21. I will go 21-19 Chiefs. It's going to be a weird score.
How are they getting 19 points?
There's going to be some people trying to go for 2 and not getting it.
Okay.
21-19. That's the guess. I wonder what the betting odds are for that to be the actual score.
Lower points might do you well, but I don't know. 19's not very likely, dude.
All right, next game, the NFC Championship game. We've got the Lions playing the 49ers. This game is obviously in San Francisco.
I'm nodding. You just can't, see.
Well, this is confusing. Does Google take into account...
What?
I think Google takes into account playoff wins in their overall records. That it has to be, because they got the Lions at 14-5 and the Niners at 13-5.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, I just saw the 13 versus 14. I was just like, that's a little weird, but because on TV they typically only show the regular season records. Anyways,
San Francisco -7, over under at 51.5.
Yeah, I think the Niners are gonna take this one. They had a shaky game against Green Bay in the rain, but.
This is the first time I've seen it, but it is 50-50 split on Yahoo with 40,000 people. Like, it's a coin flip. Pick your favorite team.
Yeah, I think the Niners are going to get right on this one. They're playing at home, and the Lions have looked good the last 2 weeks. They were both at home, and that is the thing about Goff this year. He is much better at home than he is on the road, and
Ford Field.
But this is also Goff playing against a very good defense. So, all right, and pardon the interruption, but Robers finally showed up. We spent the whole first half talking about how he's been detained and he will not be participating in the podcast after we thought that he might do it, but here he is now. So, Robers, say hi.
Haha, surprise.
And yeah, so we're just going on about how Jared Goff has not been great on the road. But nice thing about this game compared to last week in San Francisco, there's no rain in the forecast. Obviously, last week that might have been why Purdy was not playing the best football. Threw it into the ground a couple times. So
yeah, that could have been some of it. But how slick is that football when it's raining? I mean, come on. You look at Josh Allen, he's throwing like 5 TDs in the rain.
Right, you've got to stop talking about Josh Allen in the rain.
It's only the second time I've mentioned it this podcast.
But I think Josh Allen's hands are bigger compared to Purdy's.
It's true. He has giant hands. You know what they say about big hands?
Big heart?
Big grip.
Big grip, yeah.
But
also, he's pretty fresh, right?
Yeah. I think Debo not being there also had a role to play in it.
And that, I do want to touch on that because obviously Debo is questionable. He's been labeled as 50-50. And honestly, I think the Niners are going to win this game if Debo plays. If Debo doesn't play, I have some serious concerns about the Niners.
You got Juwan Johnson.
Who?
Juwan Johnson.
He did catch it.
The tight end for the Saints?
Oh,
It's some dude that.
Juwan Jennings?
Yeah,
Jennings.
Jennings. I always keep thinking it's Greg Jennings over there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, he didn't come back.
Dude, Greg Jennings, he broke his leg one time and he finished the touchdown. You guys see that old Madden video? There's a video, it's got like 10 million views on YouTube from it's like some dude playing like Madden 08 and Greg Jennings gets injured during the play. It's Madden and he just keeps running for a touchdown. It's got like 10 million views. Super popular video, but
yeah, so if Debo Samuel can't play, you got Juwan Jennings stepping right up. I mean, he was number 2 receiver last
you're
week.
not going to mention Brandon Ayuk?
Ayuk? Yeah, we can mention him. It's just Jennings is a more dark horse pick, and we do hot takes on this podcast, so.
All right. What's your guys' comment on, we kind of mentioned it a little bit, but what's your comment on, what's his name? Zach Ertz joining the Lions in the 11th hour.
Definition of a bandwagon person, bro.
It gets you a ring, though.
Little
potentially.
bit of
Why
a
would
ring
you
chaser.
not?
Literally,
Why would
last
you
minute.
not?
I don't know. I think I'm with Luke from what he said last time. Joining the team doesn't guarantee you're gonna win.
What's the latest that you could sign? Can you sign at like halftime during the Super Bowl?
Hey, we need a little extra depth in running back.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready for this. Now, to say it wasn't completely out of nowhere, Brock Wright went to IR. So their backup tight end will not be available for the next 2 games if they do make it to the Super Bowl. Sam Laporte is questionable, but yeah, no, it does feel, they still have Penei Sewell there. So yeah, it does feel like a little bit of a ring-chasing moment.
Has he only played for NFC teams? Like, is that why he
Yes.
chose the Lions? Because it's like,
Yeah, he's like, I can't sign with the Ravens. They're in the AFC.
yeah, you know, he's like no 49ers and
It's like a whole other
That's
world
some
over
credits
there.
right there. How dare he exclude the AFC teams? I mean,
Hey, I got a fun fact for you guys. Did you guys know that Tom Brady has won the same amount of NFC championships as Aaron Rodgers?
no.
0.
One. Because he won with the
Oh, yeah.
Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true.
Aaron Rodgers played in the NFC for like 20 years.
Dude, I don't think I can ever remember Tom Brady as a NFC player.
No.
Like,
It's
you
3
know,
years.
Even though he did, it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it was 3 years. Yeah, a lot of questionable players for the Lions. They've got Josh Reynolds, Sam Laporta, Frank Ragnow, Alex Anzalone is also questionable on the defensive side.
Yeah, that guy.
Niners, Deebo Samuel is obviously the only questionable one. They,
I have a couple more.
not like,
Zane Gonzalez, kicker, sustained an injury. Backup. No, he was regular season. No, he might have been back
Jake
this year.
Moody is their main guy.
He back up.
Yeah, no, we're worried about that. Backup kicker. Practice squad kick.
It could affect things.
True. I mean, the Bills starters be out here missing 40-yard field goals and 20-mile-an-hour winds, so, you know, anything could
that was
happen.
tough.
That's a lot of
That was tough.
Yeah. That was a frustrating one. Rovers, when you go back to listen to this, you'll hear the whole first portion I vent about that because I was pulling for the Bills, and they let me down every year.
He literally reads notes off of his phone, and I'm sure he edited it for the podcast because there's no swear words in that statement.
That's
And
right. We keep it PG here for the f***ing kids. All right. I think we're good for the team breakdown. So here we go. We got the quarterbacks. Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, I knew you were going to add that in. So I was like, I'm not going to say it because Ryan will for me.
Yeah.
Jared Goff versus Brock Purdy. Rovers as the guest. It's customary for the guest to go first. So
Honestly, they're pretty close. Like, looking at their stats is like very shocking as far as how they usually do. I mean, Brock Purdy is at 266.6 yards, and then Jared Goff is at 270, and they're literally on the percentage completion is like 0.5% of a difference at 68 or whatever. So they're really close. I think because it's away, I'll probably take Brock Purdy in this one, just because of how he's been doing against a lot of all odds in a sense.
okay. Ryan, do you concur?
Me next? No, I'm taking Jared Goff. Goff. Sorry.
Ryan officially thinks that his name is Jared Garf now.
You're making fun of me because I got left. Come on. No. Jared Goff. He has been electric all year. Debatably number 2 quarterback on the season, or whatever you want. Top 5. I mean, whatever you want to say. And he's throwing to debatably the best receiver. So, I mean,
Debatably.
We are
it's fun
right now.
It's fun with 3 people because there gets to be tiebreakers, and I am going to side with Robers because it is
because it's on the road for the
that's
Lions.
literally most of the reason.
Come
but also
on.
that's most of the reason. But also
Purdy
with,
was missing throws with left and right last week
in the
against
rain,
the Packers.
in the
In
rain,
the rain. And the Packers.
and Dak missed many throws against the Packers.
Oh, that just sucks.
And you early in this podcast, you said Dak is one of your finalists for MVP. So
Seriously?
No, he is one of the finalists, not specifically mine. He's one of the finalists for MVP.
we'll talk about it later.
Later, you mean next podcast?
Here's the thing about Purdy, though. Purdy had 1 4-interception game against the Ravens. A lot of tipped balls. Yeah, it looked bad, and it did kind of tarnish his stats, and I do think that it lost him MVP. But against the Lions, I think that he'll be just fine. So I expect him to get it back together this week. He had a bad week last week. I think he's going to bounce back, and I'm going to take him. All right, running backs. We got McCaffrey, Jordan Mason, Elijah Mitchell versus...
Yes.
Really? Because David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Also, yes.
Mm-hmm. That's right. This is a hard one.
Ryan will go split himself.
This is a freaking hard one. I think I'll go first, and I think I like the duo of Montgomery and Gibbs a little bit more than McCaffrey. Just a little bit. It's super close, though, but I think I'm going to go Lions.
I am going McCaffrey. Literally, just McCaffrey. That's all you need.
What percent of snaps does he play? Like 80?
Yeah.
90? I mean, come on.
Yeah, but Gibbs in these playoffs has been super explosive.
If I could see Gibbs carry like as high of a percentage, I'd be okay with it.
Let him
You're
do
gonna
like
see it next year.
20, 25 touches in a game, just to see what would happen.
Right.
I mean,
You think it'd be like the Tony Pollard where he would get gassed if he gets the full workload?
That dude stink this year, bro.
Yeah.
Ryan drafted him in the
did.
second round.
Oh.
Yeah, let's not get into that. You know, I was caught between a rock and a hard place, and I was like, if I reach for Kyron Williams, I mean, people are going to question it, so, you know.
Kyron Williams was not your next choice.
I was about to say, dude,
Who are you
hindsight
fooling?
is 40 in that case.
Let the general populace think.
All right, so I think it goes San Francisco then. Wide receivers and tight ends. I know Ryan's gonna go with his boy Amon-Ra.
Tight ends, Laporte is there too.
There's Laporte.
Are you not joining me on the side of the Lions?
Well, I think
We are assuming Deebo Samuel's out.
we have to because I don't think he's gonna suit up.
You're picking Laporte over Kittle?
Yeah. Kittle just has long hair, dude.
Laporta's
he's
fresh.
actually good. Actually, no. Kittle is pretty good. Laporta has had such a season, though, that I don't think you can discredit it. I mean,
I think if
Kittle-
Debo played, I would go with the Niners, but I don't think he's
that's
gonna
fair.
play.
Kittle steps up when Debo's out.
Yeah.
And
Do you think it's enough to...
I'm going Lions because Amon-Ra has a special place in my heart and on my fantasy team. So
All right. I think I'm gonna go Lions too. Once again, if Debo ends up playing,
Laporte.
yeah. But if Debo ends up playing, then I would switch to the Niners. But I don't see it. He got a limited practice in on Thursday. I don't think he's gonna suit up.
Just gonna switch like that? That's a little non-committal there.
I mean, he could pull the Sam Laporta and be like, yeah, he didn't practice at all this week. He's still gonna play and catch a touchdown though. I mean, he could do that. So Robers, where were you at in that one?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you have Ayuk and Kittle, and then everybody else, you would literally have to look at the depth chart to know.
Juwan Jennings.
Ray McLeod.
Juwan Jennings. Right. Yeah, Ray McLeod. Dude only does, like, kick returns.
Braden Willis, their third string tight end.
Chris Connolly there. I think he's like wide receiver 5.
If we took a poll and asked people if they actually knew who these people were, we'd be like, I've never even seen that name. So with that, yeah, I'd probably go with the Lions as well.
But also, Jameson Williams and Josh Reynolds have stepped it up in these playoff games. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, Jameson Williams is kind of. I mean, he's not looking, first round draft pick capital like he was, right? He was a first round draft pick, right?
Yes.
Not a first round pick, but a first round draft pick in general.
He was
think
picked
so.
like 7 or 8. No, they picked Gibbs and then.
No, I mean it was a draft before that.
Yeah. Was
I know-
he top 10?
I know he
Top
was. I know
15?
he was
high.
drafted
He was round
but he
one,
was
for
just like
sure.
whatever. So I think he's coming into
Round 1, pick 12.
Yeah. So he's coming into his role, but obviously because Amon-Ra is there, like he's like that 1B. So I think I don't know. I think the Lions definitely have this one.
Yeah, where was Amon-Ra drafted?
Begrudgingly. He's
Right.
like-
He was a 4th round draft pick in 2021.
yeah, that's why he has a
What a
very
pick.
he has a very like
Chip.
chip on his shoulder
Yeah.
because people chose a lot of other players ahead of him.
Yeah. All right. Defense is
Kenny
next.
Galladay being one of them. If you remember that guy.
Decent.
Galladay.
Galladay.
Worst pick I ever made a couple years ago.
Galladay Holiday.
It was so bad. Defense, I think we can go ahead and speed through this one. I'm going Niners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same.
Sure.
All right, Ryan, you have 2 seconds to make a case for the Lions over the Niners.
Okay, let me tell you about the Lions.
Time's up.
Dang it. Well, I guess I have to
He
go to the
he convinced me though. I'm going Detroit.
Cool.
Do you actually
collected
have
look in
anything
my
you want
eyes.
to? Do you actually have anything you want to touch on about the Lions defense?
I do not.
Okay. Coach is next, and it is the chicken noodle himself, Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Kyle Shanahan's next.
Dan Campbell.
All right, Ryan. Ryan goes Campbell.
You seriously going Dan Campbell over Kyle Shanahan?
Kyle Shanahan, everybody thinks he's such a good coach, and he is a good coach. But you got Dan Campbell, who used the, quote-unquote reject QB from the Rams, and might make it to a Super Bowl, Granted, it took a couple of years, but
All right, Ropers, who you going
I
with?
think it's more impressive the Lions making it this far than, the Niners, basically the same team from last year. So
That's healthy now. The only time they usually don't get anywhere is because they're injured. And he still gets them places.
yeah, it was the same team last year,
I don't know. I'm going the 49ers, and I'm not even hesitating on that one.
Jeez.
I'm not.
What was the Lions' record last year? And you're just gonna say, hey,
Yeah, dude, they're just
we'll take the,
they're just injuring people left and right.
we'll take the
to get them
12-5
farther.
Niners again because they're.
But that says something though. Like he's consistently getting them into the playoffs. Like I look at Mike Tomlin, who somehow he always finishes.
Why are you bringing the Steelers up?
Because I'm just saying, like when you look at a coach like that who consistently does well, I'm gonna constantly back that coach up. Dan Campbell, yeah, he's proven himself to be able to turn the Lions around, but that's 1 year. I need to see it on a consistent basis.
Just wait till they win this game.
Man,
then
if they
you'll feel
if they
foolish.
win this game, I'm gonna
Then
have to.
you'll feel foolish. Guess who's calling the upset? We shall see in a little bit.
Luke.
This is really close. I already called the Chiefs upset of the Ravens, so I don't know if I want to do double upsets.
Who'd you pick for head coach?
What?
Who'd you pick for head coach?
I haven't gone
He's
yet.
trying to.
I thought he was moving on, and
It's
we're
extremely close,
It's another split.
and I
To
think
decide from.
I think I'm going to look. I mean, there's a chance that I look very foolish next week, but I'm gonna go with Dan Campbell.
the name alone does it.
I love a good can of soup.
Please tell me that wasn't the only reason, but if it was, I respect the hustle.
No, it's literally. I do think Shanahan, longevity-wise, it has a much more impressive resume, but I think it's very impressive to do what Dan Campbell has done in the culture shift that he's created in Detroit, a team that has been garbage for 30 years. And that alone is the only reason. I think he should be Coach of the Year, and that is why I'm going to take him. But also, I think the Lions have a better shot to win this game than people think. They're, the Niners are minus 300 money line, I think. So
San Francisco -7. Lions are gonna lose by a whole TD, dude.
I think I would take the Lions to cover the spread.
It's going to be a medium scoring game. Both of them are top 5 in scoring in yards too.
So okay, I'm not disagreeing with y'all because I think that's fair. I'll give Dan Campbell that. But okay, let's say it was hypothetically, DeMeco Ryans was in the NFC with the Texans, and they were facing against Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. Would y'all pick DeMeco Ryans over Kyle Shanahan?
yes. CJ Stroud.
That one is actually tough because CJ Stroud might just be really, really good.
What were the Texans last year?
But the Texans' defense was really good too.
They were like
And
2-15 or
yeah, last
not
year.
that
No,
bad.
last year they were terrible.
They were
You know,
good.
They were good because they had a good running back with Pierce.
Yeah. But I think the thing that's impressive about Dan Campbell, whereas we haven't seen CJ Stroud without DeMeco Ryan, so we don't know what's going on there. Whereas with Detroit, we saw Jared Goff without Dan Campbell. He wasn't that. I mean, they did get to a Super Bowl, but I don't think Jared Goff was the sole reason for that. So Dan Campbell has taken a lot of players from other teams. David Montgomery, career high season. I mean, as a Bears fan, I knew that because our offensive line is trash. He was good for the Bears, but he wasn't what he is with the Lions because the Lions have a good running team.
Yeah,
But
he'll be a Jordan Howard in 2 years.
no, he won't. He definitely won't. So I think it's a lot closer. I mean, it's close no matter what. I would potentially take DeMeco Ryans over Kyle Shanahan,
That's
but
crazy.
I don't know. I probably
If you don't like our takes, you can leave.
I probably
No, I mean,
lean
it's
Shanahan.
interesting. I mean,
Don't gotta sit here and listen to this.
It's wild.
In that scenario, I probably lean Shanahan. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm
now
a
you
sucker for the Lions Dan Campbell story because I've watched them the last 3 years.
To our guest.
Eh,
You just trying to-
well, the last 3 years we've watched the Lions and we've watched them go from a 3-win team to a 9-win team. Like you
Good.
see the progression, and I mean, I wish the Bears could do that. So, all right, score predictions is what we're gonna get into now, and
51.5.
that's a high over under.
It's a high over/under.
They're both in the top 5 for scoring.
They have good defense. Well, the Niners have a good
Points
defense.
scored per game. Niners
I
third.
mean, the Lions' defense
Lions
have been
fifth.
good as well. To hold the Cowboys to the low score that they did was
Yeah.
very impressive.
Yards
to be
per
honest.
game. Niners second. Lions third. They're two very high scoring teams on very high powered
gonna-
offenses.
I'm gonna go 34-24
He smashes the over.
Niners. That's where I'm going.
Ooh.
I already called the one upset. I'm not ballsy enough to do it again. By the way, Robers, I mentioned this because I didn't know you were going to be here. I was doing the math on the bracket challenge, and I'm pretty sure it's down to me and you. You have a 90% chance to win. I keep upping the percentage every time I mention it. I said 80 at the beginning of the podcast, then I went to 85, now I'm saying 90. Because what I need the Lions to beat the Niners, and I need the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
that's the only scenario where I beat you. So.
And yet you pick.
So congratulations, you probably won the fantasy league and the bracket challenge this year.
I don't know. I'm actually hesitant now, thinking the 49ers might beat the Ravens, and I think that's who I had winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but if the Niners make it to the Super Bowl, you win no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way they're making it. to the
I'm
Super Bowl,
definitely
though.
rooting against the Lions even more this time.
Well, on that note,
It's coming from a soon-to-be Chargers fan.
we
Hey,
did
man, I'm
mention
telling
that.
you, if John Harbaugh wins a Super Bowl ring, I am going to be
Was it Super Bowl or made it to the
make it and win a Super Bowl.
I thought it was just
ring.
a championship game.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro,
is that-
make it
okay, we
and
gotta adjust
win.
the odds were negative 150 for that. So if it's win a Super Bowl, we're gonna spike
Hey,
it up
you
to
see what
like
he's been doing with Michigan, man.
plus
I'm telling
1,200 or something.
you, if the Vikings don't turn around in like 2 or 3 years,
It's college ball though.
Hey, but he's been what? He had to turn it around against the Ohio State. That's tough things to do, man.
Oh,
Adrian Peterson is rolling over in his grave right now.
is he? Dead?
To be fair, I did like
I don't think so.
May he rest in peace.
Oh my goodness! You did not hear it here first. That is not confirmed. Anywho,
Alright.
51.5. You did 30 something.
I think I said 34-24, and I took the Niners.
Yeah. 31-28 Lions.
dude, you're
Ballsy.
over too. Bro.
Smashing the over.
I think there's a good chance that this ends in the over.
Smashing the over.
I'm doing 28-23, 49ers.
All right.
Right at the
Only
over.
one person
Bold
called you
move.
upset. So I do want to do a quick fantasy window.
You do what you do, what you do, what you do.
And so this is based off of DraftKings. This is daily fantasy, where you have a $50,000 budget, and you have to make a roster, and you compete against hundreds to thousands of people.
50G check.
That's right.
Take that
Ryan,
every week.
use my referral code, get $20. Herbers,
man.
you should
Yeah.
try playing DFS. There are free entries right now because of the playoffs. So, anyways, when it's down to only 4 teams, you have some decisions you got to make, and I think
Easy ones.
I don't know.
Not that many people
Brock
with
Purdy
14.
is my quarterback that I want to start. He's only 6,400, and the Lions are 30th against opposing quarterbacks. So, Purdy's my pick at quarterback. Running back is a little tighter. Detroit is number 1 against running backs. That's why McCaffrey is a little shaky because he's 9,000. So
McCaffrey though.
he's McCaffrey. I think if Pacheco plays, he's my take. Ravens are 13th against the run. Pacheco's 6,500.
Why isn't Pacheco playing?
That's pretty cheap.
He got injured again?
He's been
AC
questionable
joint or something.
I don't actually remember.
I'd have
but
to look it up.
he's been all over the place, but he's always suited up, so I'm not super afraid. I don't know. He's not practicing.
No, they're just being cautious.
Yeah, I think so. I can't actually find the injury,
They're
so
not trying to rely on CEH.
Ankle toe.
ankle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he'll play.
If it's not turf toe, he'll be alright.
He'll play. So yeah, I go him for 6,500, and then I think Rashi Rice also for 6,500. He's a good play. And then
Rashi Rice.
I think Ryan was right. Juwan Jennings. If Debo doesn't suit up,
Jennings, let's go.
if Debo doesn't suit up,
Captain.
Juwan Jennings is only 4,600, and
Make him the captain.
the Lions 30th against receivers. So
Really?
yeah, this is full point PPR, but yeah.
That's still surprising. I thought their defense was doing pretty good.
They're solid, but they've had some
no,
high. They've been involved in some high scoring matchups. So,
Okay.
and then I think I like Kittle at 5,300 for
As a
for
person,
tight end.
as an NFL player.
I mean, he's hilarious as a
Have you
person.
seen his hair?
It's very flowy.
So I'm hammering a lot of Chiefs and Niners in these matchups, but it is what it is. You heard Mark Andrews is supposed to suit up, didn't you, against the Chiefs? Yeah.
It's sad because Likely has been, man, he's been balling, dude.
I think that Andrews is going to play like 30% of snaps. I don't think he's going to play that much in this game.
I mean,
Second time in the podcast.
I always feel like that, but I always feel like they just put him in anyways. And then he gets injured, and then it's like, go back to Likely, and he balls out, and it's like, bro, just...
Well, we talked about it. We talked about Likely a little bit last week, and I was like, at this point, there are teams that should trade. Like, if you're a team that's going to draft a tight end, like in like the second round or whatever, trade for Likely,
Yeah.
because you could get him for like probably like a 4th or 5th round pick, and I think he's shown a lot in these last couple of weeks. He won me a fantasy championship, 2 touchdowns championship week. So, all right, I think that'll do it for this episode. Robbers, thanks for popping in for the last segment.
I do it.
Appreciate the hot takes, man. You know.
I don't think it's a hot take to say Shanahan over Dan Campbell. I think that we just both really like Dan Campbell.
You know, gives a little bit of perspective and a little bit of an opposing viewpoint. So makes our listeners think we have at least 2. They like the dynamic. So
As always with a guest, Ryan and the guest will close it out with a duet. So Here we go.
Hit it, man.
I'm only one call away.
No harmonization.
Something,
All right.
save the day.
Superman.
Got nothing on me. Luke will edit all of this out of here.